Imagine being born into a world where you never have to think about money, where the moment you arrive, millions of people across the globe celebrate your birth, your name is written into history, and your future is already tied to unimaginable wealth and privilege. This is not a fairy tale. This is the real story of Princess Charlotte of Wales, the young royal who lives in a billionaire world most of us can barely dream of. At just a few years old, Charlotte has been called the richest child in the world. But what does that mean exactly? How does a child become a billionaire before she even learns multiplication? And what does daily life look like when you are not just part of a family, but part of an empire? In this documentary, we will step inside the life of Princess Charlotte.
On May 2nd, 2015, history was made at St. Mary's Hospital in London. The world watched as Prince William and Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge, introduced their second child, a baby girl who would become the most famous little girl on earth, Princess Charlotte Elizabeth Diana. From the moment of her birth, Charlotte captured the hearts of millions. Television stations broke into live coverage. Newspapers splashed her name across front pages. Social media erupted with joy. Crowds lined the streets outside Buckingham Palace, cheering as her arrival was officially announced in the traditional way.
So how exactly does a young royal like Charlotte become a billionaire? The answer lies in inheritance, assets, and the immense financial power of the British monarchy. Experts estimate Princess Charlotte's personal net worth to already exceed $4 billion. This figure comes not from money sitting in a bank account, but from her guaranteed access to royal assets, trust funds, and her influence as a global figure. As the second child of Prince William, who is himself the heir to the British throne, Charlotte stands to inherit a portion of one of the largest private fortunes in the world. This includes income from the Duchy of Cornwall, a massive estate empire that generates millions each year, the Crown Estate, which holds billions in real estate, and the royal family's private collections of art, jewels, and historic treasures. Additionally, Charlotte benefits from something unique: her place in the line of succession. Unlike her great-aunt, Princess Anne, Charlotte's position cannot be pushed aside by a younger brother, thanks to recent changes in succession laws that guarantee gender equality. This means her inheritance and influence are permanently secured.
While most children grow up in suburban homes or city apartments, Princess Charlotte's childhood playgrounds are palaces, castles, and royal estates worth billions of dollars. Her main residence is Kensington Palace in London, a 17th-century royal mansion with more than 50 rooms, ornate buttons, and priceless works of art. This palace is not just a home, it is a living museum, a symbol of Britain's monarchy, and a fortress of history. When Charlotte spends time away from London, her family retreats to Anmer Hall, a grand country estate in Norfolk. Imagine sprawling green landscapes, private gardens, stables, and rooms filled with antique furniture. What does daily life look like when you're the daughter of a future king? For Princess Charlotte, childhood is a mix of tradition, privilege, and quiet luxury. From the earliest age, Charlotte has been surrounded by elegance. Her wardrobe is filled with designer dresses, tailored coats, and custom-made shoes. Every outfit she wears is carefully selected, not just for comfort, but also for the global spotlight. The moment she steps outside, cameras flash and fashion trends are set. Retailers call it the Charlotte effect, the ability of a single outfit to sell out worldwide within hours. Her playtime is equally unique. Instead of public playgrounds, Charlotte enjoys private gardens, secure royal estates, and activities tailored to tradition. Horse riding, a sport deeply tied to the royal family, is a skill she began learning early. Family picnics are not in crowded parks, but on sprawling palace lawns. Even birthdays are royal affairs, celebrated in historic estates with carefully chosen guest lists.
When it comes to transportation, the royal family spares no expense, and Princess Charlotte travels in style that most people only see in movies. For official occasions, the family is chauffeured in a fleet of luxury cars, Rolls-Royces, Bentleys, and Range Rovers, fitted with the latest security technology. These vehicles are not just symbols of wealth, they are mobile fortresses designed to protect members of the royal family from any possible threat. On ceremonial days, Charlotte may ride in something far more traditional.
Every royal child inherits more than just titles and estates. They inherit history itself. For Princess Charlotte, part of that inheritance is the priceless royal jewelry collection, a treasure trove worth billions of dollars. The British royal family's jewelry collection includes some of the most valuable and historic gems in the world. We're talking about dazzling tiaras, necklaces, bracelets, and brooches encrusted with diamonds, emeralds, rubies, and sapphires. Each piece tells a story of power, politics, and love across generations. Charlotte, as the daughter of the future king, is already linked to these treasures.
When it comes to fashion, Princess Charlotte is already an icon. At just a few years old, her outfits have sparked trends and sold out within hours. This phenomenon is so powerful that it has been given its own name, the Charlotte effect. Every time Charlotte steps out in public, photographers capture her look. Whether it's a simple cardigan, a floral dress, or a pair of shoes, retailers across the globe rush to meet demand as parents scramble to buy the exact same items for their own children. Entire fashion brands have thrived on the popularity generated by her clothing choices. Unlike most children, Charlotte doesn't simply wear what's in her closet. Each outfit is carefully selected by her mother, the Princess of Wales, who is herself considered a global style icon. Together, they balance tradition and modernity, choosing clothing that reflects both royal elegance and childlike charm. Education is one of the most important foundations of royal life, and for Princess Charlotte, it is designed not only to provide knowledge, but also to prepare her for her future role in the monarchy. Charlotte attends Thomas's Battersea, one of the most prestigious schools in London. The annual tuition alone costs tens of thousands of pounds, but the value lies not only in academics, but also in the environment. Here, students are taught languages, arts, sciences, and sports, but they are also trained in etiquette, confidence, and global awareness, skills essential for future leaders. At school, Charlotte is treated like any other student. She wears a uniform, carries a backpack, and attends lessons just like her classmates. While most children dream of seeing the world one day, Princess Charlotte is already a global traveler. Born into a family that represents the United Kingdom on the world stage, she has access to a life of international journeys few can imagine. From an early age, Charlotte has joined her parents on royal tours across continents. These trips are not ordinary vacations. They are carefully planned diplomatic missions designed to strengthen ties between nations. But for Charlotte, they also provide glimpses into cultures, landscapes, and experiences that shape her global perspective. When the royal family travels, they do so in style. Private jets, first-class arrangements, and royal convoys ensure security and comfort at every step. Upon arrival, the family is greeted by world leaders, dignitaries, and cheering crowds. For Charlotte, travel is not only about exploring, it's about representation. Even as a child, her presence symbolizes the continuity of the monarchy and the future of Britain. Beyond the formal events, Charlotte's travels give her experiences most children will never know. Walking through historic landmarks, staying in some of the most luxurious residences and hotels in the world, and being introduced to diverse cultures from the Americas to Asia. This exposure is not only a privilege, but also a responsibility. From a young age, Charlotte is learning that her life is bigger than herself. Every handshake, every smile, and every appearance during these travels carries diplomatic weight. For most children, a trip abroad is a family holiday. For Princess Charlotte, it is an extension of her royal duty, a reminder that her billionaire world is not confined to the walls of a palace, but stretches across the globe.